Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers mod showcase video. In today's video, we're looking at another modded planet. This one is very impressive with custom weather effects, and it's called Planet Cascadia, which is this lovely thing all the way over here. So to get this thing into your world, all you have to do is add it in through the mod menu, press Shift F10 if you're on PC, come down to Planet Cascadia, put the size all the way up to 120 and then just spawn it in. So I'm just going to shove one all the way right into the distance. There we go. And there you are. So what we're going to do is have a look around what this planet has to offer in terms of biomes and then the weather effects, and that'll be that. So this is what it looks like from a range. We've got a lovely little ring surrounding it. You can just about see the ring from the planet, especially at night. You can see another one I was playing around with down there. That's what we get. We're going to get a bit closer to the ring on the edge. Just slow the camera all the way down. That is all we get. We can come all the way down and underneath it, and above it. This is what we get while moving all the way around the planet. There we go. We're going to get a bit closer. We'll see it start to fade out. And there is the planet's surface. So what we got is 5 different biomes on this thing. So we're just going to toggle through a bunch of different characters. And let's start with this one over here, where you can see a bunch of lovely purple flowers and these giant red spikes into the distance. Now I believe this is the neon spike biome. I'm not too sure because I'm struggling to actually find that biome. But what we've got are these gigantic spikes, and they are massive compared to the character. If I was to come all the way up to the very base of this and drop myself down, then with the free camera, that is how big they are. So they come all the way up to this part. We've got a black tip. Let's just drop the character on top of it. There we go, bring up the HUD. Here we are, we've got like a little sneaky area on the top here where we do have a bit more grass. And if we want to switch to a drill and come over to this, what we're going to find is that this, at the very tip of the spikes, is cobalt. And yes, the actual ores for this planet is the Earth-like ore map, so you don't really have to worry about missing out on basic resources, so you can start on this planet if you wanted to. Now we're just going to jump all the way back down to the ground, and we'll get a better look at the purple flowers. And here we are on the ground. Bring the sunlight back around. There we go. We've got this lovely, very vibrant purple and blue colouring. And just running all the way along. This is all we get. I have whacked up the grass settings quite a bit here, so it is a lot more denser than the mod I'd usually use. And then we can come across over to this section where we've got a change. We've got some regular grass with some purple tips on them. Then we eventually come all the way back over to the lovely purple, pinky and blue colouring. To bring the free camera over, that's what it looks like from a distance, so we can see how that lovely purple and blue grass have been separated by the regular grass all the way around the spikes. Then from a distance, that's what that looks like. Anyway, so just grab hold of this character once again and then just cycle through another character. What we're going to do is come over to the ocean biome, where if we look behind us, we've got another set of very large spikes, which you could, if you want to, build a base on top of them. And with the free camera coming all the way up to it, we come on the sunny side. That's what we get. We've got a little bit of detail and they come all the way up. We've got these lovely little spiky sections right here, which did pop in. So if you wanted to, like I said, you could build a base inside there and have a secret fortress. I'm going to cross over to these ones right here. There we go. And all the way to the very tall one. That's what we get. Just dropping the character inside here because we do have a patch of grass. Once again, returning with the purpley grass. We're just going to scoot ourselves all the way over. It's quite a large section, so you could fit a pretty big ship or even a pretty big base inside here. That's entirely up to you. And then just coming to the very edge and looking down, that is quite a drop. So make sure your ship is functioning before testing it. Because yes, that's going to be quite a deadly fall. So while this character is falling down to the ground, we now come over to the ocean itself, where we do have a bunch of little pathways just linking across it. And I will mention right now, it's not proper ocean, it is just ice. All the way closer to it, we once again got our purple grass. And dropping the character down, this is the ocean. So we can walk along here, if I was to grab the drill and start drilling. There we go, that is our ice. Now collect that all up. They're just walking all the way across it. There we go. We will eventually come to a large pocket of the ocean, here's a nice little pathways. Could be fun to drive around here or even make a racetrack on here. Just set up a few flags here and there. That's all we get. And actually, the links cross over to this section where we have the red forest biome. I'll just go and drop the character right over to this part. And this is what we get on this biome. So we've got a bunch of red spiky trees. And once again, we've got our lovely purpley grass. We've also got these lovely little, what I call mallet trees, which you see on the alien planets. Like you can just grip hold of it and then just slap someone with it. So once you do switch to a different character, not that one, we want to come over to this one. That one also in the red forest. How about this one? This looks like it's the dead purple desert. But we're going to need to bring the sunlight back around once again. And this is all we get. It's a very lonesome experience on here. Not too much detail anyway, not too many plants. So if you are making a base here, if you are traveling across this area, you're going to be sticking out like a sore thumb. So just go and scoot along with the jetpack. And it's just going to be a very, very long area of just desert. It does get a bit more detailed. Over to this section, we've got some dunes for you to go and ramp your vehicles across. For the bring it back to nighttime. There we go, that's what it looks like. And there's the ring all the way across the planet. And then finally, here we are at the, what I believe is the red plains. I could be getting these biome names mixed up, but I'm pretty sure this is all 5. And we've got a lovely, lovely long area of grass. We can just about see the edge of the red forest. We do have some purple plants. We run all the way up to it. Here we are, spiky crystal-like plant. Where for us to change it to nighttime, we'll see what this looks like. There we go. So here we are back at the red forest where we're going to go through the weather effects. So opening up this menu and dropping down to Cast Bloom, we're now going to create that and we're going to see what it does. So straight away we become a little bit darker, but what's going to really change is when I put it to nighttime. You might be able to see a few little blue dots floating around there. It might be destroyed by YouTube compression. But once you change it to nighttime, look at that, that's absolutely fantastic. We got blue, we got purple just raising up to the sky. Absolutely magical. How about that? And if we was to try and make it a bit more darker, might need to come over to this section, I'm not sure how well it's going to go. That looks like all we're going to get. That is just bloody fantastic. Just look at that, just running through here, it's like a magical forest. But now just come back into the menu, drop down to the weather once again, and just remove that. Now we're going to come across to the Firefly Fall. We're going to create that and see what's going on. So straight away at night we can see these yellow sparkles just falling from the sky. It's not as magical as the bloom raising up to the sky, but it does add a nice little effect to the surrounding area. So to change it to daytime, see what it looks like during the day. There we go. You can just about make it out, but it does lose all of its effect. Come back into first person view and looking around. There we are. Finally, if we come back to the weather menu, just remove that, drop all the way down to the rain, go and create that. Once again, become very dark, and it looks like we've got standard rain, but we do have a wind effect just blowing the grass, and it does look great with how the grass is just waving around there. Let's go and change it to nighttime and see if there's any kind of fancy effects that we're missing. That's all we're gonna get. I think the bloom looks absolutely fantastic compared to everything else, and definitely would be one that I'll keep on. I do wonder what it would look like on other planets, if it would work on other planets. And there we go, there goes the bloom effect once again. That is still absolutely incredible. Let's just go and switch to a different character. It does look a little bit out of place. Just go and cycle to another character. This one should look magnificent, because this is in the blue and purple field. So we'll come into here, create the weather once again. And we'll just fly across over to this section. Absolutely fantastic with how that's been done. I do wonder what it looked like on another planet, which I will check in just a minute. But look at that. I'll keep it still so the compression on YouTube doesn't destroy it. Absolutely amazing. And fast forward a little bit of time, look at how the effect has changed. It's not just dots raising to the sky. We've got these little straight lines, or like capital I's, raising to the sky in the blue and the pink. We also got much more brighter, much more bigger circles raising up. There's one right there, and there's also one of the lines raising up. It's still, like I said, absolutely incredible. But yes, I'm pretty sure I covered all the basic stuff with the planet, the biomes, and the weather effects, and of course what it looks like from a distance. Now to finish this off, we're just going to come across over to one of the default planets, come across to Earth, and see if we can use the weather effects on here. Not too sure if it will, but it would be rather amazing if it did. And there we go, it does work here. So if you do want to use the weather effects but not the planet, you can just add this in through the mod menu, and now you've got a magical experience wherever you are. There's both the planets over there, in fact there's all three of them. But yes, that is it for Planet Cascadia. It's a bloody fantastic planet mod. One hell of a lot of detail and work has been put onto this planet. There'll be a link to it in the description below if you do wish to download and play around with it yourself. Highly recommend you do, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.